Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Brett and I was like, what the fuck? I for a split second, blanked on your name.
It happens.
Because
I do that too.
And we're doing a no-run-through review for the newest expansion of Nidavellier. Idavoll? Idavoll?
Yes.
Sure.
We'll go with it.
Which is definitely a much better name than Thingvellir, which was the first expansion, which I believe I have a review of. I either have a review of Nidavellier with this expansion, or I'm pretty sure we combine these. But yeah, so this kind of came out. It's a very small box expansion. It literally is like 20 cards and some tokens. But I really enjoyed that expansion. I liked it quite a bit.
It adds a lot of variety.
Right.
And reconsidering the base strategies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically it adds mythology cards, which only affect Age 1.
Well, you only collect them in Age 1.
Yeah, sorry. You only collect them in Age 1, and it has Valkyries, the gods, giants, and animals that all have special abilities, but they replace the dwarves in the Dragon Tavern. And like the Valkyries, they have tracks, they have conditions that you're trying to meet to go up on the track. Mm-hmm. Gods have a one-time ability in some points. The giants also have like a condition whenever you recruit a dwarf of a specific type. You can basically capture them to activate the giant's ability. Or the animals, which are basically modifiers of the different types, of the different dwarf types.
Well summarized.
Yep, that's pretty much it. But
it really does change the way you play.
It really does, yeah.
Not only in the first round, just recruiting them, but also using them.
Yeah.
In the future.
They're essentially, really big, powerful, like only available to you. Kind of like the heroes, where it's first come, first serve, but obviously you bid for them. So I think that is a little bit easier, or that makes it more tense, because like otherwise it's like the heroes are a race, and there's so many heroes that it's like, okay, chances of someone going for the same hero that I want is slim.
Or that I could change my mind and pick something else that's close enough.
Yeah. Or that, is really good with the mythology card that I got.
These are up for grabs in the normal bidding process.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I'll give an example of, like, each type that we just played a game of this. I had Nidhogg. He is, I guess, the serpent, maybe. Add 1 warrior rank, and then you add 5 points to your warrior bravery value, plus 2 points per rank present in the warrior column. Which, like, these were all the warriors I had in this run through. I can definitely let you know that an all warrior strat probably doesn't work all too well.
Yeah, you got probably about as many points as you can get for warriors. Between the giant and all the bonuses for it.
And it was really funny because I was like, oh man, this could be so sweet. And then I tallied that up, and I'm like, all right, 176. All right, what'd you get for hunters? 255 or 225. I'm like, okay, well, this isn't going well. But yeah, so that's one of the mythical animals. That was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Loki was a god that came out. Again, they have one-time abilities, but his ability allows you to place his power token on one card during a bidding phase. Just like, boom, that's mine.
Yeah, nobody else can have it, even if they win the bid.
Exactly, and I think that's really cool, but some of these are going to be a little bit more powerful in different player games. We just played a 2-player game with it, and it's like, okay, that's not great.
The 2-player dynamic doesn't work very well.
But in a 5-player game, it's like, ooh, I really need like a blue. I really need an explorer. Mm-hmm. So that's the Norse gods. Those are cool. The giants were interesting. They had really powerful abilities. That's all the ones I have. Yeah. But like, Surt. Yeah, Surt is he allows you to score your highest value coin So I had Cert and Astrid, so those 2 cards alone were just 50 points.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Valkyries, which you had a few of.
I had one.
Did you have one? Oh, okay.
I had a giant and a Valkyrie.
That's right. And then you had Sigurd Rifa.
Yeah.
Each time you recruit a hero, you move up on the strength token. And the thing of the Valkyries, though, actually, they are a little bit different. Never mind.
Oh, they are.
Their max point value is 16, though,
across the board.
for everyone.
Right. And they're not trivial to activate. Each of them have 4 steps.
No, actually, there is one person who has 5.
Okay.
The rest, 2 of them have 5.
Okay.
And the rest have 4.
Okay.
And so one of them actually has, it goes strength, it goes 0, 8, 16, 0.
Yeah. But it's either a... Oh, really? If you go up again, you lose
Builder's
it
a
all?
little bit different. It's during the troop evaluation, which is in between H2 and H1 and 2. For each distinction you are awarded, move down 1 notch the strength token on this Valkyrie. So actually, if you gain 2 of the distinctions, that's how, because you start on 0, you go to 8, then 16. But then if you gain 3, then you go back down to 0. So, I think, here's my only negative. I really actually like this expansion, and my negative is it's a small box expansion.
Got it.
I really wish this was kind of bigger, because Nidavellier is had just more to it. Like, it had mercenary cards, and it had artifact cards. I mean, it was a lot more involved. I actually prefer the way that this ruled, like unique mythological cards, that I wish that they were almost reversed. Gotcha. I would have much rather had smaller artifacts and treasures and more of these really cool mythological things.
Gotcha.
But
well, that opens up other expansion possibilities for them.
Right. Which I didn't even know they were going to do this expansion. Yeah. So,
and if this goes well, then
maybe
they will probably do more along these lines.
Maybe they will. Maybe they'll throw me a bone. Yeah, I think this game is fantastic. It's one I would have never thought I would have liked.
I hear you.
But,
and I understand. I mean, it's really just set collection.
Yeah.
And that throws the expansion throws wrinkles, but doesn't change that.
Yeah.
Like the Valkyries are just they're either free bonuses, or you strategize and you actually build points.
Exactly.
So it changes the way that you play.
Yeah.
It could be either way.
It's really an expansion that it's like you could really just throw those in, because the game has so many heroes anyway that unless you're playing this game a lot, no one's really going to memorize.
Yeah.
So throwing in the Idavoll expansion doesn't really, it's not like another 20 minutes of explaining.
Right.
Where the Nidavellier does kind of take Nidavellier a little bit over the top. Where it's like, okay, here's all this stuff, it's set collection, and you're trying to create sets, and here's all the heroes, there's 30 of them, they're all different. And now here's artifacts, and here's bidding, and it's like, oh god, it just weirdly complicates it. I like Nidavellier as an expansion, but I would bring out this expansion probably first game, honestly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that with Nidavellier.
Right. Yeah, for experienced gamers, it wouldn't be too much to get it all at once.
Yeah, it's literally a deck of 20 cards, and you just put it in the middle. It doesn't add any extra bidding. I guess it does add an extra round to H1.
Just because of the cards. Mm-hmm. Because when you run out of those cards, then you just use regular dwarf cards for the rest of the age.
Yep. So it is kind of like a specialized setup a little bit. I mean, you are playing the game, but it does kind of specialize you in maybe a strat you might want to go down.
And I would think with larger games, more than just 2, probably the first couple of cards you get out of those would shape your strategy for the rest of the game.
Exactly.
Instead of coming in with, I'm going to get all greens and purples.
Right.
Nope, I'm going to get what I got out of that.
Yeah, exactly, because you are left with whatever you're left with in multiplayer games.
Yeah. None of them are bad or under or overpowered.
Right.
They're all... Or the broken ones you can only do one time.
Exactly.
And that's a nice touch.
It is nice, yeah. Hell, even the one where... Because whenever I got the giant that was like, hey, you just add 2 to all your coins.
Yeah.
I was like, well, there's the game. I don't know. That ability sounds like it'd be too busted.
Especially in 2-player games.
Yeah. And
it's not.
It didn't matter.
Oh, it mattered. It
made my score less embarrassing.
No, I mean, it didn't swing it. You still won most of the bids.
Yeah.
Because you had the higher value coins.
Right.
Both your playing strategy and the bonuses you
But at the same time, you're capped on coins.
Yeah.
Like, once you hit, like, the high 20s, then you're like, all right, I can't really, upgrade these anymore.
Yeah. And once somebody takes the 25, it's like, well, there's one I'm always going to lose.
Exactly.
I just don't know which one.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought that they balanced out all the cards really, really well, so...
I did not at first like the Giant, the fact that you had to use it or lose it immediately. As soon as you get the next card, you have to decide.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't want to be able to save it up for later. So that would be too much.
Right. It's kind of like... Yeah, because like Gamir, which was like he triples the value of a Explorer. It's like, well, you just don't go all out and try and recruit a level 1 worth 2 points.
Right.
Which I don't think there are any, but like there's ones that are worth 12. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna go all out and put him over there, and that's 36 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of weird though. Whenever you're like, really, like I can't just use it whenever, but the game goes by so quick that
That's true.
They probably thought about that, and it's like, well, the game's over before. Like, so just use it the very next time you recruit that type.
Or it ends up being way too broken, because I would have saved it up for when I know I had a huge set of this kind. Then I know I'm safe. First I had to go, which do I want to do?
Yeah.
Because you have to use it early.
Right.
And it ended up working out. But yeah, it was a decision.
Yeah.
It was not a bonus.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, very small box expansion.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do more of that type. I think both expansions are worth having. It just adds more to a really good set collection game.
Yeah. And quick.
And it's quick. Yeah. Hopefully they add that expansion scoring to the app. Because that was upsetting that it wasn't there.
We still had to add it up manually.
Yeah, kind of like a peasant. Jesus Christ, I got carpal tunnel from using my wrist. So what would you give the Idavoll expansion on a scale of 1 to 10?
As an expansion, I'll say 9.
That's where I'm at too. Yeah, it's so tiny, but it's it adds quite a variety. That's just fun.
Without being complicated.
Yeah,
it adds a variety of thought process without bogging you down.
And it's cool. It's just like, ooh,
it
what
fits
does he
in
do?
perfectly thematically. The art, of course, is all the same.
Yeah,
it just works.
Actually, they have some color to them.
Oh, the rest of them are.
Well, at least Cert does.
Yeah,
like it is black and white, but he had some red on his blade, which is neat. But yeah no, I'm gonna give Idavoll expansion a 9 as well. So cool. That's our thoughts on the Idavoll expansion. Let us know what you think of it in the comments below. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.